All right, let's dive in. Today we're talking about something called the six integrals of Iman. Now, think of this less as a list of rules and more like a powerful framework for your own personal growth and spiritual understanding. It's the foundation for building a truly meaningful life. And, you might be feeling something just like this. Whenever you start digging into these big ideas about faith and purpose, it can feel, well, both exciting and, yeah, a little intimidating. It's a feeling a lot of us have been through when we start a new journey of discovery. And that feeling, that nervous excitement, it's totally normal. The main thing to remember is that Iman, or faith, isn't some kind of test you have to pass. It's all about building a solid foundation, something you can really rely on day in and day out. So, what is this foundation actually made of? Well, it's built on six core beliefs that are all connected to each other. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through each one and really see how they lock together to create this incredible worldview. So here they are. This is our roadmap. We start with belief in God, then move to his angels, his books, his messengers, the final day, and finally destiny. Each one is like a stepping stone that builds right on top of the last one. It all fits together. Okay, so let's start with the absolute cornerstone of it all, belief in Allah. And I know, a lot of us might think, yeah, got that one covered. But there are so many deeper layers to explore here. See, this isn't just about intellectually agreeing that a creator exists. It's about actively feeling his presence, understanding his guidance, and seeing his hand as the sustainer and the planner in every single part of our lives. It's not just a fact, it's a relationship. Next up, our second integral, belief in his angels. This is where we step into the world of the unseen and acknowledge these incredible forces for good that are always at work around us. And it's so easy to do, isn't it? Life gets busy, we're focused on what's right in front of our faces. This thought, I sometimes forget about angels, it's probably one most of us have had. But reconnecting with this idea can be so powerful. Because they're more than just these abstract forces for good. They have a really personal purpose for us. They remind us that we're never really alone, and that our actions, even the small ones, are witnessed and they actually matter. So from the unseen helpers, we move to something tangible, something we can hold. The third integral is belief in his books. This is the idea that we weren't just left here to figure everything out on our own, we were sent guidebooks. And this belief respects the wisdom in all the previous scriptures, the Torah, the Gospel, the Psalms, but it also confirms that the Quran is the final, complete, and perfectly preserved guidance for all of us. It's the culmination of every message that came before. Now, books don't deliver themselves, right? And that brings us perfectly to our fourth integral, belief in his messengers. These are the amazing people who were chosen to carry that divine message to the rest of humanity. I think a lot of us feel this way. You look at the lives of the prophets, their unbelievable patience, their courage, their absolute commitment, and you can't help but feel inspired. They really are the greatest role models we could ever ask for. So, what this belief is really all about is recognizing God's mercy. He sent actual human guides to not only teach the message, but to live it. They showed us the way and proved that living a good, righteous life is absolutely possible. So, what's the point of all this guidance? Where is it all leading? Well, that takes us to integral number 5, belief in the final day. This is the idea of ultimate accountability, where our entire life's journey finds its conclusion. And let's just be honest with each other, this idea can feel a little scary. The thought of being held accountable for every single thing we've ever done, that's a heavy concept. It's totally natural to feel some apprehension about it. But let's try and reframe that. This belief is also a source of incredible comfort. It's the ultimate promise of justice, that no good deed, no matter how small, will ever be forgotten. And it gives everything we do here on earth a profound and ultimate purpose. And that brings us to our final integral, number 6. And this is often the one that feels the most complex to really get our heads around, belief in destiny, or Qadr. This is all about divine will and figuring out our place within that grand plan. If you have ever thought this, you are so not alone. Wrestling with the ideas of destiny and free will is a huge part of the human spiritual journey. It's absolutely okay to question it and to try and understand it better. But at its very heart, this belief is a pathway to peace. It's the understanding that everything, the good things we love and the challenges we have to face, It all comes from a place of divine wisdom. And embracing that can free you from so much anxiety and regret. It just builds this profound sense of trust. Okay, so we've walked through all 6 of these integrals. But what do we do now? What's the next step? How do we take these from just concepts in our head to something we actually live and breathe?
This really is the critical question, isn't it? Are these just a bunch of abstract ideas that we're supposed to memorize? Or are they meant for something more? And the answer is a definite something more.
And this is the real takeaway. Iman isn't meant to be passive. It's designed to be an active, living force inside of you. It's meant to be the very foundation of your own personal leadership, shaping your character, guiding your choices, and defining how you show up in the world every single day. So, as we start to wrap this up, let's think of these 6 beliefs as the bedrock for our continuous growth, both personally and spiritually. They're not the destination. They are the starting point for a lifelong journey. When you internalize these beliefs, they help you grow as an individual, making you more resilient, more purposeful. It helps you become a better leader, whether that's in your family or at your job. And ultimately, it empowers you to be a positive contributor to your community and to the world. So, I'm going to leave you with this to think about. Looking back at these 6 pillars, which one is really resonating with you the most right now? Which one, if you just gave it a little more focus, could really strengthen your own foundation, starting today? The journey is all yours.